going up tonight? Who going up tonight? You going up tonight? She going up tonight. 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 Start calling her phone, she going up tonight. Now lying, you the buster type. Knowing that you lying, we don't go for the hype. Catch up from behind, yeah, they know me. When I drive, baby, know what I like. Let me go for a dive. Who going up tonight? You going up tonight. You ready tonight? I pay whatever the price. I wanna get with me is entice. Let my me, you my vice. I see you, we gon' fight. We going up tonight. Who going up tonight?
Don't bring your friend if it ain't gonna be a. Won't pretend ain't gonna lie, I'm tryna some. And I see you're a sweet one. You're a freak, the demon, and I'm just one more body. I don't really mean none. I take control. Call me remote if I push one button. If I don't do nothing, I do the most. I wanna know who get you tonight.
See what's going on. Don't be all confused and shocked now. Yo, I'll be out what it is, huh?
Gladiator.
You already know, Holloman.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Denver Nuggets. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jalen Duren.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Then it's Peyton Watson, then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Lundy in at the 2. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Then it's Duren, then it's Duncan Robinson, and it's Jenkins in at the 1. The start of a fresh season, but we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Now here's Harris. 5 on the clock. From downtown, sinks the tray.
You know, Harris blossomed into a stretch big, putting tons of work into his three-point stroke.
Shake and bake, the pass to Murray. Here's Lundy. Robinson defending. Lundy gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Harris. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Gordon. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. When asking him about their key to success, he immediately pointed to Jamal Murray. Coach said he's the conductor of their operation. If you want to slow them down, you go for the head of the snake, and that's Jamal. Keying in on the orchestrator sounds like a good plan. We'll see if they execute it. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Harris. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Off target with the three. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Murray's shot is good.
Well, that's Jamal Murray's game in a nutshell. A score-first guard with great confidence.
Thompson outside. And here's Harris outside. Another miss by Harris. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Lundy. Robinson defending. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Harris on the wing. Again, Harris missing.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Here's Lundy. Robinson defending. There's the drive. Shake and bake. Pass to Murray. Floats one up. Lundy gets the bucket. Lundy's got 8.
Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. Nikola Jokic is second.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Harris up top. Can they get it? Robinson can't hit.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
They kick it out to Murray. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Pass to Watson. Takes a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Now Harris. Defended by Gordon. Harris misses.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Here's Lundy. Pounded by Harris. Lundy gets the bucket.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pistons trail by 13. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Sasser outside. Puts up a 3. Jokic grabs the board. And here are the Nuggets. It's been 16 straight unanswered. Here's Lundy. Herder defending. Shake and bake. Pass to Watson. 6 to shoot. Here's Lundy. And the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here's Herder. Here's Holland. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double digit. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, Get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him.
Oh, from the rafters!
Woo! That is incredible.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Reed passes to Herter. Three-pointer. On target from range. Sasser's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Lundy, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. LeVert passes to Herter, and Detroit another three.
Well, this is Herter's specialty, firing off the catch.
Denver leading by 13. Here's Lundy, pass to Jokic. Here's Lundy, Herter defending. Lundy gets the bucket. Lundy's got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now here's LeVert, defended by Watson. Here's Herter. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Herter's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, look, Herter has the size to do damage in there. That time converting through contact.
Shake and bake, pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
He is an all-world dunker. Gordon with the monster jam.
You know, Stan, basketball isn't the only passion San Jose native Aaron Gordon has.
Yeah, B.A., I heard he's very technology-oriented, which we're not. He's a self-proclaimed computer nerd and loves everything about technology. We could use his help. He's skilled in more fields than just basketball. Defensively, you do not want to see Jokic heat up from out there.
Pistons trail by 18. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. 1:43 left in the first half. Here's Lundy. Oh, it's Pure again. He's now a perfect 10 for 10 in this one.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, "Winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that." Back to you.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Harris. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Duren finds Harris. They still need this. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
This is Harris putting his physicality to good use, making sure he gets some contact inside and draws the whistle.
Cam Johnson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Brown comes in for Murray. There's 21 seconds left in the second. Left side, Watson. To the left side wing. Here's Lundy. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big...
Yeah, these guys are dialed in, getting to their spots and taking their shots.
Great rhythm to their off. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming... Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time...
And so it's Denver, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then it's Ausar Thompson. And it's Jenkins in at the 1. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Lundy. Again, Denver scores.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Denver shooting their first free throws of this game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Denver. Lundy.
He's perfect from the line this time. Well, Detroit shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. To the paint. Out to Harris. From the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Murray's shot is good.
Well, shooters shoot, and Murray is unquestionably a shooter. He's taking that look every time.
Thompson outside. Pass to Jenkins. A shot to stop the run. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
Here's Lundy. They kick it out to Murray. The 3 is up. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get one up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Harris on the wing. Outside Robinson. Fires from deep. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Robinson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Gordon with a screen on Robinson. Here's Lundy. And there are the Nuggets with another bucket.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Harris outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Robinson on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Now Harris. 5 points in the game.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
They grab their own miss, and he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He could not find the mark from the free throw line in their last game.
And the Pistons making a change here. Hollins checked in. Here's Lundy. They kick it out to Murray. Nails it from three. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Pure from three-point range.
Robinson in the mix, coming right back.
A minute 4 left in the third quarter.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Denver has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Oh, sweet move. Oh, a big finish right there.
Oh, my gosh, that was on another level.
I love this game. I mean, that's a risky dunk, B.A.
Yeah, it's worth it when the payoff is so good, though.
Well, from a coaching standpoint, I'm obligated to say, what's wrong with just a simple layup? But that was nice. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Shake and bake. Pass to Jokic. Here's Lundy. Robinson defending. Pass to Watson. Launches a three. Buries it from three. Watson's got 6 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with an almost surefire. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Then it's Peyton Watson, then it's Murray, and it's Lundy in at the 2.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Here's Lundy. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Here's Herder. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. An open look. LeVert. Lundy pulls it in. Lundy's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And he converts the layup. Lundy's got 41.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
Outside Herder. 13 feet out. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Taster outside. It's Herder on the wing. And again, no good by Detroit. Denver has gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. Here's Lundy. Pass to Jokic. Knocks it down from distance.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Duren, the screen. LeVert passes to Herter. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
It's good. Lundy's got 45 points.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
LeVert outside. Duren, the screen. Outside Herter. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Pass to LeVert.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
It's good from about 19 feet. LeVert's got his first points of the night.
Very comfortable shooting it from there. LeVert converts. Get it?
Here's Lundy. The fader. Again, Denver scores.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Lundy. Herter defending. 6 on the shot clock. They kick it out to Murray. It's the trifecta.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nuggets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And with this victory, they managed to avoid the embarrassment of getting totally swept in this season series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Shake and Bake.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. There's the three. And it's Denver with a rebound. Murray with it. Now guarded by Duren. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. And that one, good.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Pass to LeVert.